There's an urgent task for you.
Over here, Initiate. You look strong. Maybe you can help. I can't catch them. They're too big for me. The mammoths. They're drunk. Galathor's trying to corral them, but mammoths are dangerous to wake up, even when they're sober. They've already trampled the herdsman. Splash some of this water on the mammoths down the road to wake them up. Be careful. The tusks aren't for show. Once you're finished, Galathor will pay you. He's at the mammoth's pen. Tell him Peruine sent you. Galathor's upset about this. We all are. It's bad for business when the mammoths get loose. Although it does say something about the strength of our brewery, doesn't it? Strong enough to put a mammoth to sleep? Not really. The mammoths usually sleep it off. But this time they got out, and they really hate to be woken up. But I'm sure you'll have no trouble. I mean, just stand back a bit.
And they buy them. A true... Ah, but Taba did not hear you approach. Too busy helping the shopkeeper organize her wares. So, organized now. And, Bellarata is nice this time of year, yes? Yes, Alien Ruin, not far from here. Newly opened. Head to Jossiger and you cannot help but see Bellarata. Very, scenic this time of year. If you hurry, Juraktar might even give you a tour, yes? Yes! At least this is what Juraktar tells everyone. He sells artifacts from secret places, very secret. You should hurry. They sell like sweetmeats when the moons are full. Do not be late.
The melodies ease my mind. I like being around all these musicians. This is my daughter's. I gave it to Elowen before she left Volkwaston. Where did you find it? Have you spoken to her? No, it can't be. My sweet daughter dead? She yearned for a new way of life. I begged her to stay. Now I'll never see her again. Elowen. Those last words I said to her, I take it all back. Forgive me, love. Please go, I can't bear to speak of her anymore.
Someone's broken into the brewery! I was in the brewery when someone struck me on the back of my head. I must have been out for several minutes. Whoever hit me is still upstairs with the sacred brew. We've got to stop him. I didn't see him, but he must have been big. Huge. Probably an orc. What are you trying to say? At any rate, someone's got to go to the upper floor and check on the Rotmouth. I'd go, but my head's pounding like crazy.
I don't know how the mammoths got out, but they certainly aren't coming back in on their own.
The brewery's up the hill. Follow your nose, you can't miss the smell of fermenting rotmeth. I'll stay here and tend to Alfrost. Rotmeth. It takes years to make. Precious stuff used in ceremonies, weddings and the like. The mammoths seem to have gotten into it, though it's anyone's guess how. It's kept high up in the trees. We make it from fermented meat, seasoned with thunderbug organs. I can't give you the exact recipe, naturally. Of course. Would you have us drink wine made from fruit, as the Ultima do? That's disgusting. Not to mention a violation of the Green Pact. We could hardly serve such a thing at a wedding. Yes, it symbolizes the muscle of the boar, the power of the forest, the strength of the Bosma people. No wedding can take place without it.
I almost had the bugger, but that right tusk came from nowhere. I'm going to have bruises in the morning, I tell you.
My head is the only thing that doesn't hurt.
I've little time for that. Hurry, take that to the hill. The first fires will be lit soon. Alpha's head is thicker than I thought. My servants, to me!
What happened up there? I heard fighting. Firuin? I know she wasn't happy, but I didn't think. The brew. Is it safe? Then it could be anywhere. This is an insult. To me, my family, we've brewed rotmeth for centuries. You've got to stop them. I mean, we've got to stop them. She mentioned Balding Hill. We can only hope it's there. I don't know. We had an argument. She asked me to run away with her, to meet her there. I thought it was a joke, but that's the last I saw her. She knew I would never leave. This is my legacy. My family's legacy. It's a rocky hill on the other side of the Mammoth's Corral. We sometimes take them there. The grass gives them a peppery flavor. I'd go with you, but I'm nothing in a fight. I'll stay here, out of your way. While you're tracking down the thieves, I'll try to figure out what they took. They can't have made off with everything.
If only we had more hearts. Listen, if we work quickly, we can cut our losses. Those thieves didn't nab everything. One of the rotmeth bladders is ready to turn, but we're short on a few critical seasonings. You're good with animals. Maybe you can help me out. Just a couple of things, really. Thunderbug hearts from the wild thunderbugs down the hill, and some maggots. And, well, if you want to know, there's something else bothering me. Can you meet me by the cold cave when you're done? It's right below our feet, so to speak. The entry's on the hillside. You can't miss the cold air coming from it. Promise you'll meet me there? Not a moment too soon! It's as I suspected. The village is in considerable danger. Galithor's Atronach is starting to thaw. It's waking up. Firuin said this might happen. Something about regular bindings. And now she's gone, no one knows how to bind it. Galithor's assistant. Bit of a marvel when it came to the arcane. Whipped up this fellow like it was nothing. She was sweet on Galithor, but he didn't see it. That's all past us, though. Now that thing is up and about. Not at all. It's supposed to stand still and keep things cool. But now it's creaking around, taking a swing at anything warmer than an icicle. I can hunt well enough, but Atronachs aren't my usual game. I knew I could count on you. If you don't come back, well, I don't know what I'll do, but I'll certainly do something. really are a wonder, aren't you? If I were younger, I might ask you to show me how you do it. That's not the life for me, though. Not now, anyway. With this, the Rotmeth will turn out great! A pity to lose all that ice, but to be honest, the Atronach always gives me the chills. Just standing there, watching. We'll make do with the cave. What was good for our parents is good for us, eh?
You must help my daughter. Shaman Yarnag, he's attacked us. Shaman Yarnag caught my daughter with the son of the Drublog chief Ulagash. We normally live near the Drublog with only minor squabbles, but now they've gone too far. Not this time, but I fear Shaman Yarnag now plots against us. My daughter was in shock after the attack. She refused to speak to me. Please see if Delanath will tell you anything. Someone must stop the Drublog before they move against us. I left Delanath in the village. She said she'd be praying to Zen in the meantime, the dear girl. Please do what you can to help her. I'll wait in the valley near the Drublog's home. How do these things always start? Impetuous youth. Chief Ulukaz's son Ulagash wooed my daughter in secret. I told her no love would last. It was not long before the Drublog shaman uncovered their trysts. Then the bloodshed began. No one knows who struck the first blow. It was a battle, chaos, blood, anger. Now the Drublog swear they'll kill us all. If only they just leave. By Zen, we will not give up our homes. I'm not surprised you ask. Few worship Zen these days, though his shrines once spanned the whole of Valenwood. He is the god of toil and payment in kind. Fitting we make the wood orcs pay for their actions. The Nahartan flu decimated his faithful. They say Argonian shadow scales infiltrated our worshippers and spread the flu, curse them. We are the last of Zen's followers. If we fall to the Drublog, none will be left to keep the old ways. How do these things always? She told me she didn't mind his advances, that she actually liked him. I forbade her from seeing him, but she didn't listen. I knew their dalliances would anger the Drublog. I've prayed to Zen for guidance, but have gotten no answer.
We didn't mean to cause any trouble. How can love between two people cause so much suffering? It all happened so quickly. Shaman Yarnag came at us in a rage. He screamed that we were unworthy to pray at Moloch's shrine. Then he drew his weapon. Ulagosh, my love! You have to help him! I'd hoped we would be one day. But Shaman Yarnag saw us embracing by the lake a few nights ago. He must have told Chief Ulakaz. She flew into a rage. Since then, all arguments end in bloodshed. Peace has been torn asunder. In the eyes of Zen, all love is welcome. But worshippers of Moloch like Shaman Yarnog feel orcs should keep to themselves and not consort with other races. My dear Ulagosh must still be with Shaman Yarnog. I fear for his life. Please help him. They were still in Moloch's shrine when I ran away. I think Ulagosh was stabbed by the shaman. Have mercy, Zen. Don't let us be parted like this.
Amazing to think you've been in the field with Tellinger himself! Simply amazing!
Please, help me! They killed my family! Oh no! Here they come again! Aren't you afraid?
The road is long. Oh, not again. Yes, yes. Hand over the gold. Don't try to run. Nobody can help me. Tell the guard and you'll kill me. You're not the first bandit to accost me. Or the last, I suspect.
You're back. Did you save the rot meth? Drunk? No, just checking the jugger. For bruising, you know. Rot meth's a real prize, though. Thank you for finding it. I'll have some of the workers bring it home. I thank you, my ancestors thank you, we all thank you. Here's to your success.
Comrade, a word. I could use a break.
We've seen more than our fair share of sorrow. It's my job to comfort everyone who lost sons and daughters to this madness, even when my own daughter is gone as well. I trust you're not here to add to our troubles. The Drublog have been raiding villages all over. We survived, but just barely. All I can offer my people is a place to mourn. But their children's bodies are still out there, being scavenged by Drublog. And worse. Some of our militia was out training when the attack came. When they returned, I tried to stop them. But they left for the Drublog camp. For vengeance. But they've been gone too long, and my daughter Ferwin left with them. I can't lose her too. My daughter doesn't deserve this fate. Not in recent memory. Tanglehaven's not a large village by any reckoning, and the Drublog know we've very little worth taking. They attacked without warning and left as quickly as they came. They burnt the village, but did they actually take anything? Just lives. Nothing but lives.
Anyone still alive out there? Stay back! I've been bitten! I won't have another fall for my mistakes. I can't say. I won't. Everything's gone wrong. But we did it to save Tanglehaven. That's all that mattered. If she knew what happened, she wouldn't call me her daughter anymore. I've made a terrible mistake. The spring. It's all from there. I must get to it, but I'm afraid what might happen if I get scared again. Injured? I should be so lucky. I don't know if I can face the consequences on my own. The village, my mother. If you would come with me, I'd be grateful.
Another comes from my blessing. Drink deep, and let the beast behind your eyes take hold. Ah, but it's that fear I smell. The young Bosmer fears what the future holds. Her flesh is weak, but not for long. How ungrateful the little elf is. She took the gift willingly, and now she wishes to turn away. Her flesh and blood are mine, but I am not without mercy. Perhaps she can save someone, her mother, from the same fate. The elf child must take the heart blood from her sire. If her mother drinks of it, she may yet be saved. But there is no redemption for the child. She is mine.
So, it is the end. There's no saving myself after all. My mother will never forgive me, but I don't regret saving our village. Perhaps I can save her as well. Blood from her heart, his heart. My sire. My father, the one who gave me this gift. It's his heart blood I need. But my mother's in the village, safe. How could she be in danger? No. Please, tell my mother I died. I don't want her to see the monster I've become. Maybe I can stop my father. Maybe... No! Not again!
I shouldn't have left the village, but I had to know if my daughter's alive. Now I don't know if I'll live long enough to see her again. Berwin's father, Thulandor, came back after all this time, but he wasn't the same. Something changed him. He attacked me. I asked him where he'd taken Ferwin, and he bit me. Yes, and I suppose that's answer enough. I wish I could pretend I don't know what'll happen, but it's obvious, isn't it? I'll change. Eventually become a minion to Hersine's will. Poor Ferwin.
What's he done to you, Mother? It's all gone so horribly wrong. I only wanted to protect the village, but now... Mother, I can help you. Please, hold on. Yes, as the Drablog gathered their forces, he promised me a way to defend the village. When the fighting started outside Tanglehaven, I couldn't control myself. Hot blood covered everything. I tore into friend and foe alike. I couldn't stop. It's why I couldn't go back. What if I'd lost control inside the village? All of this would mean nothing if I killed everyone. But I won't let my mother pay for my weakness. The heart blood must come from my father. Please, help me stop this. I know where to find my father. He'll be waiting near the village. But if I fight him, I may well lose control again. I can't do this without help, and my mother's in no shape to face him. You're the only one I can trust right now. Will you help?
No, Ferwin!
Come, my daughter. We'll hunt together.
No! You hurt Mother for the love. I'm sorry, Father. It had to be done. We've paid back your blood gift. Now leave us. Thank the moons we're not too late. I hope she still has enough strength to drink. No. The voice, it could have lied about everything. But if I don't try, we'll both be cursed. I guess it's a blessing my mother's in such a daze. I'd hate for her to know what was really happening right now. I don't know for sure. I'm not sure which would cause my mother less pain. I'll stay until she gets better. And the others deserve to know what I've done. I won't run like a coward. I won't be like my father.
My little Ferwin, is that you? I can't see you clearly. I'm so tired, dear.
The worm cult? Are those worm cultists still chasing me? The worm cult? Ifri, help us. What are they doing here? They're camped all over Abermouth, preparing some dark ritual. They plan to sacrifice us. Orathiel helped me escape. She was right behind me. Please, I'm too weak to face them alone. Will you search their camps for her? Please do all you can for Orathiel. She must have been caught by the cult. The worm cult ambushed us. It all happened so suddenly. They caught us totally off guard. If it weren't for Orathiel, I'd be in a cage somewhere waiting for death. They're the cult of the Black Worm, worshippers of Molag Bal. Whatever they're up to in Abermouth, it can't be good. Abermouth's an Ayleid ruin, built on an even older orc settlement. The Ayleids drove out the orcs, turned them into slaves like as not. Orathiel? I thought she was just another person heading to the town of Sylvanar. Now I'm not so sure. Whoever she is, she saved my life and deserves to be rescued.
I told them to leave me if I were captured, but Ifra blessed them for not listening. I'll be fine. I know a restoration spell to seal wounds, but I will need help getting into the ruins beneath Abermath. They're down there, the worm cult, and we must stop them. The entrance to the ruins is locked by Welkin stones. I saw a few cultists guarding them as I was dragged to this cage. Get the Welkin stones. 2 of them unlock the outer door. We'll use the rest inside the ruin. Eager. I like that. They've got the Welkin stones at their tents. Their glow should help you find them. Once you've recovered the stones, head to the ruins entrance. I'll meet you there and we'll go in. As usual, sowing discord. However, this sect is different. They spoke about an arcane ritual and Moloch. Their leader's a powerful necromancer. Cassia Varro. I don't know anything but the name. I overheard it as they marched me through their camp, that's all. Cassia Varro and Morlock. Abermath was built over an ancient orc settlement dedicated to the worship of Morlock. It is said the blood of Morlock originated here, deep underground where the blood flows. If there's a shrine or some ancient blood magic within the ruins... Simply put, war paint. There's a spring or something inside the ruin filled with red water and mud. The original inhabitants believed Moloch gave it to them so they'd be strong. It's a myth, a legend. What if there's something to it after all? Good, for I fear they plot to summon Moloch himself. Abermath was built over an ancient orc settlement dedicated to the worship of Morlock. It is said the blood of Morlock originated here, deep underground where the blood flows. If there's a shrine or some ancient blood magic within the ruins... The entrance should be unlocked now. The final 2 Welkin stones unlock the door to the sanctum inside these ruins. Don't lose them. Be ready for anything in there. Agreed. But my injuries are worse than I thought. I'm useless as a fighter, so I'll keep to the shadows until you've cleared a path ahead. Place the remaining Welkin stones. I'll meet you at the sanctum's entrance deep within the ruins. Thank you. I'll follow when I see it's safe to move. Look for the sconces to either end of the ruins. That's usually where they are.
No, don't touch the tomb. You'll be trapped forever with Connie. Those I hired as protection tricked me into this tomb and left me to rot. Thieves! I shouldn't have trusted them. By Bandar's ears, of course Connie speaks. Look for stars on the walls, and poetry for a warrior. I tried, but I cannot read. Those traitors said the words can solve the puzzle. Please, free me from this tomb.
Connie is free. You're so kind to help me. Connie thanks you for saving her soul from that prison. No treasure can repay you for my freedom.
You will bleed and burn with Aradil.
You dare approach my shrine, whelp? You stand no chance against Cassiavaro.
Bleed and...
So, quickly unseal the doors. It takes more than that if you seek blood, whelp.
The door should be unlocked. Get to the sanctum and stop the ritual. I'll seal the door behind you to make sure nothing interferes from this side. As usual, sowing discord. However, this...
Did you think it would be easy to enter my shrine?
That must have hurt. Honestly, I didn't expect a barrier across the entrance. The cult must have set this up as a last line of defense in case they were attacked. That's a relief. There must be a power source nearby. Another Wilkins stone or something darker. Look! There! On the pedestal!
Greetings, mortal. I speak through this object, not from it, mortal. That troll herder Moloch must not invade this realm. The pathetic worms in the cave beyond must be destroyed. You must stop their foolish rituals. This object is called an Animus Geode. The cult imbued it with a curse. When attuned to a door, it can only be destroyed by the release of a soul. Feed the Animus Geode a soul and it will shatter, clearing your path. Arathiel's soul will do nicely. She betrayed her people and joined the worm cult. Only after she was forced to murder her own family did she question her choice. Her word is worthless, but her soul. Feed it to this gem and rid yourself of the traitor. Many mortals call me Boethia. Sate the geode's thirst with our ethereal soul, and I will grant you a boon for a time to aid in your battle with the worm cult. This is not about what you want, but what I need. This stone drinks souls, and its thirst is strong. Take the geode in your hand, sacrifice her soul to clear your path. Many mortals call me Boethia. Sate the geode's thirst with our ethereal soul. Use the animus geode to absorb her soul and it will dispel the barrier. The worm cult is of no interest to me for the moment, but Moloch cannot be allowed to invade Nirn. We have history, Moloch and I. It would amuse me to see his plan destroyed.
Were you talking to the stone? What happened? Boethia, why does she want my soul? It's true. I once served the worm cult, and everyone I loved died by my hands. With each death, pieces of myself cracked and shattered, until my hatred turned inside out and I finally saw the cult for what they truly are. Trust me, what I did is horrific, and I must atone for my crimes. The lure of revenge over petty slights and the demands of an arranged marriage shaped the rage within my despair. The cult's agents nurtured my anger and drew me in. I hate what I became, what I did. Trust me, what I did is horrific, and I must atone for my crimes. Yes, Moloch would sow destruction across Valenwood as an unwitting puppet of Molag Bal. The worm cult would follow in his wake, raising an army of undead from his slaughter. We need to get past that barrier. Take my soul. If you can stop the cultists with my soul, do it. The stone requires a soul to dispel the barrier, and I am willing. A fitting and bloodthirsty safeguard for their ritual.
Advance!
Thank you for sparing me such a death. And I will, trust me. I'll do everything in my power to support you. Since I can't fight beside you, I'll summon a flame Atronach to help you stop the cultist's ritual. Once you're in the sanctum, I'll do what I can to block this entrance, should anything try to join the battle from this side.
Martyrs of Moloch, blood of the forgotten tribe, hear our call for vengeance!
Nothing will stop Moloch's rise from Ash Pit.
You stopped the ritual. Praise Ifra. The worm cult failed to summon Moloch. One less Daedric prince for Malabal Tor to worry about now. I'll spend the rest of my life atoning for my crimes. Starting with telling my traveling companions the truth about my past. If I'm shunned for my actions, so be it. Thank you for giving me a chance to start over.
The worm cult sought the blood of Moloch? Praise Ifra you were here to stop them.
Arethiel did right by us. If it weren't for her, we wouldn't be alive.
The worm cult might have summoned Moloch without your intervention. We're all grateful for what you did to stop them.